What's up, everybody? This is Antoine Criminal Mosley, and welcome to a very special episode of the Krim Show. This is a Disney tag challenge that I got myself put into, and there's a series of questions that are right here on my computer that are all Disney based, whether it's about a movie, whether it's about a theme park, or anything that's Disney related, whatever. My goal is to answer all these questions honestly and give you guys, my take on Disney. So without further ado, we're just going to go ahead and get right into it. And here's the first question, which is first, basically, your favorite Disney movie. At this point in my life, there are so many great Disney movies that have come out over the years, but four movies top my list. It's a Goofy movie, Cars, Finding Nemo, and Frozen. Those are like my favorite four of all time. I mean, Lion King is probably fifth, but those are pretty much my favorite four. Walt Disney World or Disneyland. Okay, I've never been to California, but I know about Disneyland out there. They got nothing on us, so I'm going with Disney World for the win. Favorite Disney character. Wow. Oh my God. Oh man. There's so many characters that I love that are my favorites. I mean, you got Stitch, you got Lightning McQueen, Dusty, Nemo, and of course, the man himself, Mickey Mouse. But my favorite since I was a kid has always been Goofy. And some of you out there can pretty much figure out why. Because you could probably say I'm just as goofy as he is. Right? Right. Uh, Next question. The first Disney movie you remember seeing in the theaters? Well, I wasn't able to see many of the movies from the old classics that I wanted to see in theaters. I was really small. But I do remember the first movie I saw in theaters was way back in 1997. It was a movie called George of the Jungle, and I ended up seeing it with my family. It was like a really big theater, and there was like the seats were just like stadium seating. It was really cool. But if I had to pick one, it was definitely George of the Jungle. That's probably my first Disney movie I ever got to see in theaters. After then, I was hooked. What type of Disney items do you collect the most? Pins, vinylmation, dolls, etc. I've always been a fan of my pin collections that I have, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. That's pretty much all I have, basically, when it comes to Disney, my pin collections. Next question. Let's see. Your favorite Disney song? Hmm. There's a lot of Disney songs that I like, but one of my favorites is definitely "Everybody Wants to Be a Cat" by from the Aristocats. But my favorite song to sing is, has, and always will be "Can You Feel the Love Tonight," Elton John's version from The Lion King, and that song holds a special place in my heart for someone in particular, and trust me, I will be singing it again very soon. I promise. Let's go to the next question. Favorite attraction or ride at the parks? It's a tie between Soarin' and Space Mountain. All the rides are awesome, and I can't really pick just one. But if I had to pick, it's a tie between those two. Soarin' is awesome. Space Mountain is like, I don't know, it's nostalgic for me. It's like it's nothing I've ever, been on. It's amazing. Do riding in the dark. It's freaking awesome. It's fast. I'm making sure I keep my hands inside at all times because I still remember the one story about the guy that put his arms up and lost his arms or his hands rather. But yeah, let's not talk about that. But yeah, it would definitely have to be a tie between Soarin' and Space Mountain. What is your dream job at Disney? My dream job would pretty much fit me perfectly, so to speak. And you can definitely use the pun intended for that. My favorite, my dream job at Disney would probably be to dress up as a character. Not just to take pictures, with the family and make sure that they have memories they will never forget, but I think that, being in the parades and taking part in all that and just waving at everybody and having a good time and just dancing and singing and enjoying yourself, just walking around the park, and people want to come and stop by and take pictures of you and whatnot. I think it'd be fun. I think that'd be a perfect fit for me. So I think that would definitely be a dream job of mine, to be a Disney character. Okay, next question. Who's the park character you never want to miss meeting at the park? To be perfectly honest, I've pretty much met them all. I'm pretty sure that I've met every single character at Disney World, with the exception of one. And every time I go to Disney, I always miss meeting this person because it's the one I've always wanted to meet, and I never got the chance to do it. I want to meet and take a picture with, for further reference, I need to take a picture with Mickey Mouse. I've never done it yet. I need to take a picture with the man himself. That's like a bucket list goal. Take a picture with Mickey Mouse. Bucket list. Gotta have it. Still can't believe I meet Mickey Mouse all this time. Okay. What's your most treasured Disney item? This one is easy. My most treasured Disney item is the pin collection that I collected from the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Play It show, which used to be at Hollywood Studios, but it's not there anymore. So that means that those pins that I have are very rare. Seeing the fact that you can only get them if you participate on the show, which I was fortunate enough to make it into the hot seat and play for the top prize. I made it halfway up the board. I got stumped on I got stumped on a 50-50 and ask a random stranger question, which was pretty funny. But I was able to keep the pins I had, and I got a hat for it, which the hat's probably nothing now, but the pin collection is probably rare, and I'm pretty sure I could probably make a lot of money off of it if I decided to sell them. But I'm not going to. That's my most treasured possession, and I'm going to keep it that way. Which Disney voice actor would you most like to meet? The only voice actor I ever wanted to meet that ever done movies for Disney was and always was gonna be the late great Robin Williams. I always wanted to meet Robin Williams in person, and it would have been a true honor and pleasure to have met him. Favorite Disney movie that's not a classic / famous? Example, The Black Cauldron. Yeah, Black Cauldron isn't really a classic or famous. I think the movie I'm thinking of is not even actually an animated one. It's a live Disney movie, and it's definitely Heavyweights. If you guys haven't seen the movie Heavyweights, I strongly suggest you guys go check that out. It is freaking hilarious. Now, if I wanted to throw another one in there, it would definitely have to be The Mighty Ducks. Gotta be The Mighty Ducks. If you could say anything to Walt Disney right now, what would it be? Never stop moving forward towards more and more exciting creations, and keep your dreams soaring. That's all I would say. Your favorite snack to get at the parks? Churros, Mickey's ice cream bars, etc. The funnel cakes at Epcot, hands down. That is my favorite snack to get. Okay, so if I ever go to Epcot, you will see me eat a funnel cake. Your favorite parade or show at the parks? I'm a huge fan of the midday parades and all the festivities, but it depends on where I end my day. Now, if I go to Hollywood Studios, it's always Fantasmic. But if I go to Magic Kingdom, it's always been Wishes. The fireworks display at the end of the night. I think that's, those will always get my attention. They always, I always sit there and I just enjoy it. As many times as I've seen it, I still enjoy it. You never get old. You never get tired of all that stuff. Never. Flounder, Sebastian, or Scuttle? I'm a fan of Flounder, but Sebastian's my dude. Your favorite Disney memory? You know what? This ain't even that hard to pick. My favorite Disney memory was celebrating my 30th birthday at Magic Kingdom with two of the most amazing people I've ever had the pleasure of sharing that day with. That day will forever stay in my heart, and I had a blast that day. You can mark my words on that. I had a great time. It was so much fun. I enjoyed it. And, to this day, it's still one of my favorite moments of all time. Do you have a pair of Mickey ears? I used to have a pair, but they are long gone and destroyed by now. Hopefully I'll get some more soon. If you could, what forgotten princess, that's in quotation marks, would you add to the official lineup? Without a doubt, I would add Meg from Hercules. I think she's got her just due. I think it's high time that she gets her praise. You know what I'm saying? Gotta be. I would put Meg in there. Your favorite princess dress slash outfit? I got nothing against any of the princesses. I love all their outfits and I love all their dresses. But the one for me that actually stands out is Cinderella's dress. I mean, no matter where you go, you see Cinderella, everybody's eyes turn, and all eyes are just, they don't care what's going on around them. If you see Cinderella in the corner of your eye, you're going to look, and you're going to look hard, okay? Because she is amazing in that dress. I'm being honest. Your favorite Disney soundtrack? Wow. 4 come to mind. Goofy Movie, Aladdin, Lion King, and of course Frozen. Those 4 come to mind. Definitely. Genie, Abu, Carpet, Iago, or Raja? There's no contest. Genie all day. Favorite restaurants at the parks? Okay, see this one, it depends on where I go. At the Magic Kingdom, there's a restaurant that's next to the Country Bear Jamboree that I love eating at, and I used to love eating it. The burgers used to always get me. Always get me. And it gives you a place to relax. You can watch the parade as it goes by. It depends on if you go in the middle of the day. Whatever. And at Epcot, there's a place right next to Interventions. I can't think of the name of it. But you know where you walk right by Spaceship Earth, right by the big ball, and you walk up to the information booth, and then there you have the fountains. There's a restaurant to your left. And I can't think of what the name of it is right off the top of my head, but I can't. But it's great to sit there. It's great to enjoy it, and it's a great environment. But if you go to Hollywood Studios, it's always the ABC commissary. I love that restaurant. And everybody's like, well, why do you always eat there? I'm like, well, because they have a lot of memorabilia there. Especially since, I'm a fan of my ABC shows now, with Grey's Anatomy and Nashville. So you best believe there's going to be something there that I want to take pictures of. And yes, there is some things I want to take pictures of. Next time I get a chance to go, I will take pictures of them. Now, how did you first discover the magic of Disney? It would have had to be my very first visit to Disney World. That was a time where you see everything around you just happening and just enjoying yourself and taking it all in. The nighttime spectaculars, the parade you get to see during the day, just making dreams come true for little kids and families alike. It's all around you. So no matter where you go at Disney World, there's always going to be some magic to follow you. So my very first visit to Disney World would have to be where I truly discovered the magic. And it never left. What attractions are you most likely to go to first when you're at the parks? Any of the major roller coasters get done first. Any of them, okay? No matter what. Your favorite iconic moment. Example, Ariel on the rock, Aladdin finding the lamp, Rafiki lifting Simba, etc. My favorite iconic moment would have to be when Pinocchio finally became a real boy. Everybody's always like, oh, you would think of Cinderella getting the slipper and having it fit, and what is it? There's another one. Simba climbing up Pride Rock and finally claiming what's his. The toy Buzz and Woody getting back to the car and making that a big adventure. But for me, personally, when Pinocchio turned into a real boy, finally at the end of the movie, I think that was an iconic moment. And a lot of people don't seem to, remember that, or they don't acknowledge it. So I'm going to acknowledge it right here and now. What's the saddest moment for you in any Disney film? This is probably the easiest answer, probably out of this whole questionnaire, because it's not only my saddest moment, but I know it's a lot of other people's saddest moment too, which is the death of Mufasa from The Lion King. When that movie was re-released in theaters, there was not a dry eye in the theater. There was not a dry eye that night when I saw it. I mean, I held back my tears, but I wanted to cry. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I wanted to tear up, but I knew it was coming, and everybody else did, and we all still teared up. So you can't get past that. I'm sorry. That is the saddest moment in Disney history, bar none. Nothing can top that. I'm sorry. Nothing. The best Disney kiss. You really gotta think about that one. There's a lot of them. You know what? I think the best Disney kiss would have to be from Little Mermaid. It had to be. You know, they called it, quote unquote, the kiss of true love. So, you know, I mean, it was a great moment, and pretty much it went from her being reunited with Prince Eric on the beach, leading into the kiss. Of course, it transitions to them getting married, and it's iconic. It's there's that word again, iconic. It's an iconic moment in Disney history. So I think the kiss of true love from Little Mermaid is the best Disney kiss. If you could live in any world from a Disney movie, which would you choose? Ooh, it would have to be the world of Cars, because I get the best of both worlds with cars and planes. So as long as I'm there, it doesn't matter if I'm at Radiator Springs or I'm at Prop Wash Junction. Regardless, I'm going to enjoy myself, and I would have a blast. So definitely the world of Cars. Your favorite Disney musical sequence based on spectacle/animation. For me, it's always going to be The Sorcerer's Apprentice from Fantasia. Always. Because that is one of the most legendary segments in any musical, bar none. Alright, next. Which Disney princess has the best sidekicks? I would have to say Ariel. I mean, I'm not putting anything next to Snow White. I mean, good grief, she had 7 dwarves with her, but I think Ariel's sidekicks probably be, Flounder, Scuttle, and Sebastian. They would do whatever it takes for them to make sure that Ariel gets the one that she loves. So I think, and of course I'm thinking about the whole wedding sequence, which is definitely proves my point. So I would have to say Ariel. Yes, Ariel has the best sidekicks. Let's see, where was I at? Okay, next question. If you could have a party themed around any Disney movie, which one would you pick? A Goofy movie. I want to have a party based around Powerline. That way I could go and perform and sing and do all this and that and have a blast. I mean, I probably wouldn't have an outfit on, but I think I would more than likely have a party theme for a Goofy movie. I think it'd be perfectly fitting. I think so. Are you the only one obsessed with Disney in your family? No, I'm not. I'm definitely not the only one that's obsessed, but I have a strong feeling that I like Disney a lot more than my family does. I really think so. I doubt it, but I think so. Let's see. Lumiere, Mrs. Potts, Cogsworth, or Chip? You know what? I'm going to go with Chip. Chip's the MVP. Granted, everybody else did their thing, but Chip was the one that was cool, calm, collected, and whatever. So I'm definitely going to pick Chip. Alright, next question. And yes, you guys did see that. Sorry. What are your top 5 favorite Disney blogs on Tumblr? Unfortunately, I do not have a Tumblr account, so we're just going to go ahead and skip on to the next question. Which is, if you could choose the plot or adaptation for the next Disney movie, what would it be? Oh, wow. I'm pretty sure that they've done every scenario possible. So even if I did come up with an idea, it wouldn't be able to top any of the ones that have already been done. So I really don't know. And I'm going to leave it that way because, like I said, all the plots have pretty much been done. And what more can you possibly do in a Disney movie? Okay, next question. Your favorite hotel at the parks? It's definitely the Polynesian Hotel. Awesome hotel. If you guys ever want to stay there, I highly recommend it. It's an awesome place to be. Which Disney movie do you turn to when you're sad or upset? To be honest with you, any Disney movie would cheer me up. Any. The Aladdin show or the Little Mermaid show? Okay, now if they're referring to the ones that they had on Disney Channel, then I would pick Aladdin over Little Mermaid. Do you plan to have or have you had your honeymoon at a Disney park? I've never had a honeymoon, but we'll wait and see, I guess. I mean, I don't know about having a honeymoon at Disney. Granted, it probably would be something that, avid Disney fans would love to have, but I mean, for me, I don't know. Maybe we'll wait and see somewhere down the line, hopefully, but who knows? Who knows? I have no idea. All right. Favorite piece of Disney clothing or accessory to wear? The ears, duh. Post a picture of yourself that's Disney related. I'm not gonna post one, but I'll tell you one. There's a picture of there was a picture of me at a Father's Day weekend when they had the car show, and I was taking a picture right in front of Lightning McQueen. And it was like a big poster, and I was smiling, and it's a cool picture. So it's definitely Disney related. It's one of my favorite pictures, I think, too. Mickey Mouse or Donald Duck? Really? I don't even have to answer that. Next question. What Disney movies or worlds would you like to see in the next Kingdom Hearts game? Wow. That's a good question. Easy. Cars, planes, Frozen. I want to see all three of those in the next game. I mean, I don't know if it's almost done or not or whatever, but definitely that game. Cars, planes, Frozen. Please, remember that. And I think I'm up to the last question. Yeah, final question. Here we go. Which Disney movie, even if it's not your favorite, will always have a special place in your heart, and for what reason? This one's easy. It would have to be Cars, and I'm going to tell you why. Before I used to go to bed, there's a certain someone that would always want to watch Cars. And they would not be happy, or they would not stay still until I acted out the very beginning of the movie every single time. And the reaction I get every time I did it was nothing short of priceless. So it's something that it's always going to hold near and dear to my heart, because it's something that, I could do very well and to the best of my ability, and pretty much to this day I can still do it. So as long as it makes them happy, then it'll always make me happy, and that will definitely hold a special place in my heart. I can't even watch Cars now without reacting that very first scene. It's I'm absorbed into it now, so it's common nature for me to do it. So that's definitely something that's always going to stay with me for the rest of my life, no matter what. So it would have to be Cars. Wow, is that it? Yeah, wow. Okay. That 45 questions? Holy crap. You guys tagged me in a big-ass questionnaire, but I got all the questions out. I answered them all, so you guys can see how much of a Disney buff I am. I'm pretty deep in my Disney knowledge, all right? But I guess that's going to be it. If you guys want to see more, or you have any other tag questionnaires you want to throw me in, just let me know. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button at the bottom, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Until then, I am Antoine Criminal Mosley, your humble host, naturally. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you soon. Peace.